Hey everybody, tonight I'm working on that Junkyard 5.3 that's going to No Name Nationals Trans Am. Now this is as far as I want to take it apart. I do not want to take these heads off to put new springs on. So, I got a couple different tools that are going to allow us to do that while the heads are still on the engine. Let me show them to you. Here are our two valve spring compressors that we're going to use. Now these are strictly for the LS engine. You also need an air compressor and one of these. And just in, we've got a late entry. I will also show you how to use this Pickle Fork as a makeshift valve spring compressor. First thing we need to do is get these rockers and push rods out of the way. Give me a second. I've already done 1 and 5 on this side. We're going to go ahead and do 3. I'll put your air line in, pressurize that cylinder. We're going to use this tool first. You want to make sure you've got this plate on the bottom. And then we're just going to bolt it in like so. These are 13s. You want to make sure you center this plate in between the two springs. Otherwise you're going to have problems putting the clips back in. Looks good. And we're just going to use our 14 to crank this down. I like to use a magnet to take these out. I need to come down a little bit more. That way you don't have to worry about dropping them into the engine. Once those are out, then we're just going to back off. You don't have to take it all the way off. You can do this. And you can get it off. Save that. Going to use some adjustable pliers. Gently grip the old seal and twist and pull up. It pops right off. Do that on both sides. Then you just want to take some oil, go around the top. When you put these on, you want to just kind of twist them on. Make sure they go all the way down and seat all the way. Again, a little bit of oil. Spin her down. We'll take our new springs. Put it in place, that one in place, and put these back on. Move this around. Now you want to look straight down the middle and try and get the valve centered in here. Get it centered as much as possible before you tighten it down. It'll save you some time getting those retaining clips back on. And we just pop that retaining clip in. See if we can get the other one in. Alright, those two are in. So we can get the other side. And then we just slowly back off. Make sure none of the retainers pop out. Just like that, we're good. Alright, that's how simple it is with this tool. Next up is this style, and I thought this was going to be my favorite, but I was a little disappointed when I used it earlier. Basically, you screw this down, and then you use a 3/8 to pull this down. A little more old school, which is why I thought I'd like it, but did not have the control I was hoping it was going to have. It appears you don't want to tighten this down all the way. You know, as usual, this is something that doesn't come with any directions. Now we are just going to take our ratchet, and we're going to pull it down. This is actually of an old school valve spring compressor. I'm just going to put it on the handle here, kind of like a breaker bar. Got to have that air turned on. Again, magnet makes this easier. Now that's one of the other problems with this, is it's always pushing the valve spring forward. Really simple to use though. You take this, gently twist, and then pull straight up. A little bit of oil. Oil that up and twist it down into place. Take our spring. And if you look, you can see that it's pushed the spring forward, which makes it very difficult to get those clips in place. You kind of have to push it back on your way down, but the other tool is much easier to use than this one. You try to get your clip in with one hand, you got to keep it compressed with the other. Honestly, using this tool will probably be easier with two people. And there it's in place, but it's a little sketchy. So your new cam and springs have come in, and you don't want to wait till payday to drop some more money on one of these valve spring compressor tools. What do? Well, that's where the Pickle Fork comes in. You've got a bolt, bunch of washers, or in my case, I'm using a lug nut. What we're going to do is we're just going to thread this down. We'll go ahead and get our magnet ready. We're going to pressurize the cylinder. And we're just going to take our Pickle Fork right under the washer. Press down. Pull our clips out using the magnet. It's a lot tighter on here than with either of those tools. Use this at your own risk. In fact, use any of these tools at your own risk. Again, we're just going to use our pliers to twist and pull on that valve seal. A little bit of oil. Push and twist. New spring. Again, this is dicey doing this. And done. Well, I'm done making this video just in time for the rain to show up. It's really going to get loud in here now. Ranking the tools, this is my number 3. Beat by the Pickle Fork. I like this a whole lot better than this one. I had a lot more control with this. Your results may vary. But my number 1 is this tool. This one, pretty easy to use. Get 2 done at a time. Very efficient. I like that. So let me finish up these springs. If you like this, or even if you didn't like it, go ahead and subscribe. Hit the like button. And coming up soon, I've got a video on camshaft, timing chain, oil pump, oil pan on this engine. Also, check out these other videos. Until next time, I'll see you guys down the road. If you want to pick up either of these two or even the Pickle Fork, there's links in the description.